welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this look right here, which is why I'm obviously guessing you clicked on my video because of the thumbnail. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, it's very mauve-y and very like cranberry-ish to me, which I really liked. I don't know, I feel very like girly right now, just very like chic. No, but I really like this look, and I obviously used this palette right here, which was the BH and Daisy Marquez collab. Awesome collab, like I mentioned in the actual video that I kind of reviewed it in. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much for the intro. You guys know the deal. Subscribe if you want. Comment down below any questions. Like it if you want. Dislike it, but let me know why you disliked it. Or even put down below any other suggestions you guys would have. But I'm going to stop yapping now, and I will see you guys in 2 seconds. Bye. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So my eyelids are already primed. I used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just blended it out with a small sponge. So the key to this look is actually using tape, and you can use any tape, of course. So I'm just going to peel a little tiny piece off, and I usually will stick it onto my hand and then peel it off about 2 times, just because I don't know if you guys have ever used tape, but if you have used tape, you'll know that if you just put it on like right when you take it off of the little strip, it hurts pulling it off of your eye. Obviously that's a sensitive area, so that's why I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to put it slanted here. So the key to putting it slanted, if you're not really sure exactly where to put it, you can kind of put it from the bottom, the end of your eye up to almost your eyebrow. Just a little bit of a difference. If you can see, obviously there's more space in between. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to the next eye as well. So I went ahead and put the tape on both of the eyes. And so the first color we're going to go ahead and jump into is this shade right here, which is called Passion Fruit. And there is a color similar to it, which is called Bittersweet, but Passion Fruit's just a tad bit lighter, so that's why I'm going to go into it first. And I'm going to be going into my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to start putting that right into the crease area. Okay, so now that that eye is done, I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to my left eye. I swear these shirts begin on my nerves. But anyways, so I went ahead and finished my left eye. And so the next thing I'm going to do now is keep blending. But now with this same brush, I'm not going to add any more product. I'm just going to start rolling the top out and start rolling it out like I'm rolling dough or something. But I'm going to start rolling out the top in circular motions just so it could start blending out the line at the top, and so it's not so harsh. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to this eye. Okay, so now that both eyes are done, I'm going to go into the next brush, which I lost. Oh, it's right here. Which is the M433 brush. And then I'm going to be going... Saliva went down the wrong throat. Then I'm going to be going into this shade right here, which is the Bittersweet one, which is the darker one. And I'm going to actually just pack that right into the crease. This one we're not going to be blending up or taking it much higher, because all we're doing here is deepening up the crease. And then the other eye. So just keep going back and forth until everything's completely blended out, because like I said, you do not want any harsh lines. And then going back, and let me see if I'm going to actually go back into that one. Yeah, going back into the one you just saw me using to just buff out that purple. The, what is this, M506? I never remember my brushes, but now I'm going to be going into this shade right here, which is called Matter, which is the black, the matte black, but like very tiny bit amount, like not a lot, because I'm just adding this here in the outer corner. And then you want to drag it over just a little bit with no extra product. And then go ahead and do the same to the other eye. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to now cut my lid crease area. And I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and the tiny brush that I absolutely love and adore because the other side's broken. Still don't know where it's from or wherever I got it, but it's like extremely thin. So yeah, I will be right back after I cut my crease. Okay, so now I finished cutting my crease. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. So now I'm going to be going back into Passion Fruit and this flat brush, which is by e.l.f., which is a smudge brush actually. And I'm going to just start packing it onto the outside here. And you're not like going straight like this, like packing up. You see how my brush is straight? No, you want to do it like angled because you want it to look like a very faded effect. Okay, so I'm practically almost done. Now I'm not gonna go in with any more product and just slightly brush, dust off my, like any excess powder from my brush. And then now I'm gonna start dragging this over. Like I said, no more product. I even took off the product. And I'm just dragging this product over now. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go into my next brush, which is, I think I might be using this one. I have to see how it works on the pigment, but actually I found a better brush. So this is my Morphe M421 flat brush, and we're going to be going into this shade right here, which is called Lucid, which is this really nice purple right here. And so the really important thing about those type of pigments is that you want to have your brush wet. So I'm going to be using my my Mara Badescu spray. And you just want to wet the brush. You could even wet your face, honestly, but I needed that because my face is dry. And then you want to now go into that pigment so you could really pick it up. You see that? Because if I would have went in with a dry brush, wow, I just wet my mirror. If I would have went in with a dry brush, it would have just looked like really nasty. I don't really know how to explain it, but so then you're gonna just start packing it on. This one you want to keep packing and packing because these pigments don't like, you can't like pack and keep working sideways, like, you know, doing more of your eye. You have to really let this glitter sit and catch on to the wet concealer. I always get fallout all over me. And then just keep working until you meet that like much lighter shade. And then again, go back in with that brush that had the purple. Still no more extra product. I'm actually going to tap it in just a little bit. Like, you can't even tell I have any because I want to even it out a little bit. And then I'm going to fix the black here. And then I'm going to take this brush and blend it. So if I see that like there's a lot of black, which there is right now, I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 brush. This has no product, I just whatever was left from the last time. And start blending it because I don't want the black that dark. And I went in a little bit too dark. Alright. So now that I'm done with that, I am now going to, whoa, I have too many brushes in my hand. Go back into the purple and just keep working it until I'm happy how it looks. Okay, so right now I'm done with this eye and I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing to the next eye. Alright, so I went ahead and finished up both eyes. I love this look. That's obviously why I did it. And I really hope that this was easy and not too hard. So I also put on my lashes. These are by no brand, unfortunately. They are by, just like, I go to a little store by my house that sells lashes. So they literally come in a container like this and they have nothing on them. So I'm sorry. But just pick any lashes you want. And then the next step, which is really gonna bring this look together and like snatch you up, is the tape. So you're gonna want to remove this. And look at that. Super clean. And then also obviously take off the next one. And then, so now what you're gonna want to do is put some concealer on. So for the bottom concealer, before my foundation, I'm going to be using the NYX one. And this is in CW5. And I'm going to just clean this up. And then blend that out. Now that I put the concealer on, it looks extremely sharp. So the next thing I'm going to do is put my foundation on. So I went ahead and finished up the face. I did my foundation and my concealer and my setting powder. And then now to finish up the eyes, we are going to take these two brushes, which is my e.l.f. blending eye brush, which is the older versions of these brush, and the J-Cat Pro Makeup Flat Definer brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the e.l.f. one, which is the more fluffier one. And I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is Passion Fruit. And I'm going to be running that all on the bottom. So now all I'm going to do is just keep blending it out with no extra product. And then do this exact same thing to the other eye. So now that I'm done with both, the last thing I'm going to do is take the flat definer brush and dip it into the black, which is in the shade, what was that? Matter. And then just really stick it to the lash line. Okay, so now that the black is done, I'm going to go back into the e.l.f. one with no product and just kind of blend that black out. Okay, well that completes the eyes for right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the face like entirely, like take off the powder, put my bronzer, my contour, and my blush and my highlight, and the lips. Cannot forget the lips. And then I will come back to show you the final result. So I now finished up the entire face except for the lips, just because I wanted to make a disclaimer that in the photo I am using the Jeffree Star Virginity lipstick, which was given to me, and the I Love Sarai and ColourPop, what is this, the lip liner in the shade Mamacita. So all I did was, in the photo that I have, I lined my lips and kind of brought the Mamacita in to kind of give it like an ombre effect. And then I used this in the middle, and with my finger I just dabbed everything out, so it kind of really brought the look together. But today that I'm filming, I'm actually going to go out into public, which I still would not mind doing, using these. But, you know, I don't want to be too like, because people are just not ready for that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and use a nude and then pop on a gloss. And I'm gonna do that real quick and I will be back again. So this is what I ended up putting on, which was the liquid lipstick in Beeper by ColourPop. Actually, ooh, skirt. It's not Beeper, I thought it was. It's actually Lumiere 2. I guess there's a one which I don't own. And then I just topped it with some random clear gloss. It's not clear anymore because I put it on top of so many liquid lipsticks, so yeah. But that's all I did, was put those two on, and that completed my entire look. But I also forgot to add to you guys in the video and tell you that in the inner corner, all I did was add this shade Icy from the palette, which is this white right here. And it looks amazing, obviously. No, but really, that's all I did. And I did not put any on my brow bone. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look and that this tutorial wasn't too long. I'm trying to cut back on like the face, because I feel like if you guys want to see that, I could do more in depth. But also, like I mentioned before, most of my routine stays the same, and even my brushes, so that's why I don't want to keep making the tutorials too long. I just really want to get to the actual eye part. But yeah, I will see you guys next time on my channel. Bye.